Tactic survival. Old boy's axe with flawless. It's not a bad survival start. Flint easily clears the first stage. I'll run with this. Oh, that's a really good boy's axe. Also a really good sinew slicer. Bleeds and burning oil that it causes itself. Oh, we're kind of set up. Flawless, strong against rooted. We got options. Toxic sewers cursed. Extra jump. Still haven't noticed a bonus stage. Been a long time since I got one. Marksman bow. He's quick. Dodged my attack. Surrounded. Right where I want to be. Man, those guys are fast. Brutal tactics. Yeah, let's try something unique. Boy's axe and marksman bow. Tactics it is. Best affixes in the game right here. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Parry shield. Oh, but I just spent money on this thing. That's a shame. Super rare to even come across those affixes to begin with. And then the game just hands me two. Damned vigor again. Things going well so far. Nice, got him. What a mess. Things going on everywhere. Jeez. Whoa. Woof. That was not the direction I dodged. Oh, nice. That was a, let me get rid of this so I won't get confused later. That was a double scroll amulet with an extra jump and 75% resistance to ranged attacks. Almost ideal. There should be more enemies. Not a bad smoke bomb. I'll think about it. Nice. It's the curse off. Jeez. What a bad setup. Enemies everywhere. Again. Enough enemies? There are. Throwing axe. Yeah, we can go throwing axe. Upgrade from this thing. Support? Yeah, alright. Nothing. By the way, I can't show you right now because I'm cursed, but you could actually get this item here and then save it for later. Even though this door closes behind you, you can shoot your head through the wall here and reclaim this thing, but we don't need it. He keeps dodging my attack. Come back for that guy. Nice. Got the drop on him. Took some malaise off too. Both my attacks miss. Where is my attack? Jeez, this guy. Multiple people? Yeah, alright. Oh, this crystal almost got me. That guy was tough. His hitbox is crazy with Old Boy's axe. Can never hit the guy. Okay, got him. Another legendary infantry bow. We got that last run. Successful run, I mean. Nah. Nice. Got them both. Mercy? Yeah. My favorite. The bank. Bank sucks, having to deal with the ancient sewer tentacles. But the rewards are too great. They miss. Come on. Alright. Normally I would have saved all those enemies for after getting this chest, but we're so well set up that I didn't even care. Bible. This could have been good if only I had a affix. So even though the Bible's a melee weapon, when you toss the Bible and it circles around you, that actually counts as a projectile. Therefore it pairs excellently as a tactical weapon. No affixes though, and I don't feel like re-rolling for them. It's a scam. It's a waste of money. Re-rolling. You're better off saving your money and abusing the shops to get the affixes you want. But then again, I'm an adaptive player who plays with whatever weapons I come across, so if you want to stick with your same weapon, then more power to you for re-rolling them. That's not my thing. See, I forgot I was even cursed. That's how little I cared. That's not what I wanted. I was trying to keep him alive. Get off the ladder. I lost him. I'm wasting time here. The malaise is ticking. There's another gold bat there, didn't see. My old boy's axe preventing me from making a whole lot of money this time. Nice. Not bad, all things considering. Keep lining up, keep knocking him down. Nothing I can do about that bat. It's close, this grenade almost got me. Ah, man, that took forever. Let's go clear the bottom floor. Yeah, we have so much malaise because of that red room, man. Could be a mimic. I don't want to waste our mimic buy on something random. Be more deliberate with our choice later. Do it. Yeah, I thought so. Whoa, two of these guys? Oh, that was a fast attack. dance around those two idiots. Things are going well, things considering. Strong unrooted. Alright, mimic check. Yep. Oh! My magnetic grenade screwed me over there. His melee attack wouldn't have hit me, but the magnetic grenade drew him in the same direction as me. Nice. Get over here. Nah, no need. Nice. Ah. Oh, in case it wasn't obvious, Star Fury, even though it is a melee weapon, the stars count as ranged. So it still works for tactics build. Jeez. All right. Stupid dude who spawned in clipped me. Well, things are still going pretty well. Continue clearing this place. Get the malaise off. This is really good. So I will buy it. And no, this multi-nox bow wouldn't have been the Mimic had I not fought the Mimic earlier. The Mimic is set to one specific shop as soon as you get here, so no matter what, that Mimic was always going to be at the other place. That was really good damage. One shot and it killed both of those guys. It is not worth it to buy the door there just to have that kamikaze bat explode. And the gold gorger there will come no matter what, so... A little bit of patience. Not too much. Didn't think it would kill that bat. Oh well. Alright, bonus stage. Not too bad. Bad frequency. The reason I hesitated there was because I thought that jump puzzle was this jump puzzle. So that's why I already had jumped. And then when I saw the chain, it was like, oh god. And I had to backtrack. That was close. Alright. Those guys, or are they just things? Oh, they're just things. Rooting is super effective, by the way, against conjunctivitis. Oh, that's not a bad hard light sword, but that's on the melee weapon, not the gun. Another interesting thing, too, about the hard light gun, you see how it even says 14,000 critical damage? Sounds pretty good, right? But the weapon actually cannot crit. There's nothing you can do to make that weapon crit. It will only ever hit for the smaller number there. It's weird that they do it like that, but whatever. Still decently strong, though. Support, point blank. Now we're doing damage. Get down here. Come on. Things are going well. Perfect. The rooting, super strong against Connie. Rooting in all of its forms too, like say the seismic blade, wolf's trap especially. Just anything that causes rooting will work on her. Have it as a backup. Only source of oil is the sinew slicer though, but that's alright. Cursed graveyard. Okay. Corrosive cloud. See, so don't be fooled if you just take this without thinking, just because it sounds good and it's legendary, you could quickly screw yourself over. So notice, if I were to take this corrosive cloud, sure it burns, but then I have no source of oil, and none of my other things produce oil, so then we would lose out on the burning oil damage on everything. Don't want that. Now we could re-roll it and then get the oil, but then where's my source of burning? In which case I could transfer out the probably support and get the Acrobata pack. Then we'd be able to use the firebrands, which is also strong against bleeding. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. This thing served us well. Remember, this was from the very beginning of the game. You can only sell it for a penny. Oil. You'll quickly dry up all your money if you keep re-rolling this in the hopes that you'd get the burning oil affix. But that's rare, so we'll stick with this. Arrow stuck in enemies come back, that'd be nice too. Point blank. Acrobata pack. Corrosive cloud does not count as a turret, therefore support would not work with it. We'll see how this goes. Good start. Jeez. Bad start. I gotta remember to save some enemies. Gotta find that cursed chest. There may even be two. This multi-knocks bow is strong. Tiny bit of curse. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I'll come back for that. Almost got me. Nice. Cleared that whole guy. Do I have the key? I have the key. Let's get out of here. Play with something else for a change. Killing deck. Stronger affixes. I will buy this after. The reason I'll buy it after is just because this thing is so good against killing these guys, like everybody, that I might as well stick with what I know works. Because killing bow, or killing deck would most likely take the third hit to kill. Leave it. Come back. Keeping the extra jump isn't the most important thing. Oh, this sucks. Okay. Nice. I will come back. Oh, where'd I get another... Oh, I guess there was a sore loser. I didn't even see him. And Malay's cleared. Jeez, that was close. Another sore loser. Another food shop. Come back. We already cleared out the Malays, but there's still plenty of stage left. Ah, stupid. There. I was trying to do that. This spot here kept screwing me over. That's nice. Look at that. No Malays. And we didn't even buy a thing from the shop. On this stage, I mean. Go away. Got a handle on it. This stage is huge. So many people to clear out still. We have this here. Sore loser there. Oh, thank God there are these enemies. Really even need it. But it's handy to have. Why is this here? Oh. Right. No other curse guys? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Almost 200 enemies in this stage. Most of them are rats and bats. Bats the size of rats and rats the size of cats. See that just frame dodge? Not that one though. Ignore that. This guy screwed me over. That was a bad setup. Oh, nice. Maybe. Ah, man, this guy. He gives the most trouble for this build. Boy's axe isn't good against him. To be a bit more tactical when dealing with him. Yeah, I'll get that now. Extra jump. Oh, new boy's axe. Leaves flames though. Applies oil. Hey, actually, yeah, alright. I'll miss out on the immediate poison, but I guess I wasn't really using it. I'll have to consider if I end up getting another replacement to the multi-nox bow. Mimic? Okay. Again, this boy's axe from the very beginning of the game. Sell for 1 penny. Carried me a long way. Tentacle. See, if I were to take the tentacle, even though it has good affixes, it would replace the multi-nox bow. Then the boy's axe would have to be the primary, but it's decent, but still not good enough to be a primary on its own. Well, not against bosses. It could clear enemies just by itself, but not the bosses. So then the tentacle would have to take the lead. And I don't want that. New firebrands? Yeah, alright. Pretty good. 2 things from the shop. Whoa. That was close. You know, I had a funny blast from the past earlier this week. I was fixing something for a client, and I overheard them in their living room watching some, whatever show on one of their streaming services. It was called something like Bigfoot Took Her. Or, you know, something like that. I guess it was a documentary miniseries about a girl who went missing, and the guy who was with her, he returned, but without her, and then he claims that it was Bigfoot who kidnapped her. Which, you know, obviously sounds ridiculous, but if they made a whole documentary about it, then it's like, well, maybe there's something to his stupid claim. Either way, you know, just funny, stupid hilarity. Anywho, they start watching that, and I hear the beginning from where I was working elsewhere in the house. The investigative reporter introduced herself, and she's like, oh, Chris Chess. She introduced herself and said, it was like, hi, I'm Jessica Chobot, a investigative reporter, blah, 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 all of that. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, what? Jessica Chobot? So I stopped what I was doing, headed into the room to see what they were watching, and sure enough, it was who I thought it was. Jessica Chobot was originally a video game reporter back in the day of G4. And, you know, not like a video game reporter now. I was like, no, she was kind of one of the real ones, quote unquote, I guess you could say. But back in the golden days of G4, so she was there with, was it Sarah Jean Underwood? And it was back when they also played the original Ninja Warrior. Not American Ninja Warrior, the original one from Japan. It was those golden years. This is a pretty good lacerating aura. Yeah, I'll take this. Not a bad knife dance either. Don't really need it. Lacerating aura is fine. So anywho, yeah, like I noticed her name, or recognized her name immediately, and sure enough, it was her. And then I was telling the client about it because, you know, they were wondering why I perked interest suddenly. And then I said, it was like, yeah, well, Jessica Chobot, she even had a show back on G4 called Proving Grounds, I think. It was the same thing as Mythbusters, but it was for video game stuff. And it was a good show. And she was the host, and her co-host was Ryan Dunn, the guy from Jackass who Paul Walkered himself. And then the only reason that show got canceled was because Dunn Paul Walkered himself, and then the show could no longer go on. And then not long thereafter, that's when the whole G4 station went completely under. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty funny little blast from the past there. It's like, yeah, nobody remembers her from the G4 days. Again, didn't even realize I was cursed. Got him. Barricade. No, not when I don't have a shield. If you don't have a shield and you use the cards, then you're missing out on a full fourth of what that item's even about. That's no fun. Another legendary item. No, it's not really necessary. Lacerating aura is just fine. Set sail. Come back for that other area later. This... Huge stage, a lot of enemies. I miss the days of like G4 and Fuel TV. I don't think is around anymore either. I don't really know. I don't watch TV no more, but both those channels were great. And even way before that was Spike TV. Stuff like Mansers and stuff. You ever saw those? Those shows are... Ow. Got me in the back. Those shows were great. Spike TV, named after Spike Jones, I think. But then it got bought out or something like that. And eventually just dissolved. That was close. Tech didn't work there. Stunned him. Oh. This guy's still alive. Extra jump, just in case. Actually, orb grenade's not a bad idea. And then I can re-roll Cloud again to have the fire back on it. 2 sources of fire, 2 sources of oil. Alright, if I remember, I'll come back for that. Remind me. Nah, don't need the malaise. Oh. It's close. I had to think on my feet there. Saw his grenade go off, but just before it did, I remembered, it was like, no, wait, it's gonna burst the floor and then the remaining grenades will land on my head. I gotta get out of here. Otherwise, that would have brought me to 1 HP. Whoa. Nice. And now when we got a legendary that does the same thing. Not every day you get a legendary actually worth keeping. I know a lot of players just take the legendary immediately, but nah, my play style, I prefer to only take things that work. Prefer to take things that only work if it has proper affixes, and I'm not going to re-roll for them. Well, as the proper affixes, I use War Javelin as a secondary, so I would have to replace the Boy's Axe. No, not when our Nox bow also does damage on rooted, so now we got a good thing going. Oh, that's really good. I'm very hesitant though to take it because we'll have a hard time fighting Queen with this thing. Bible is probably the worst weapon you can fight Queen with, because if you do the critical hit and have the Bible going around you on that rotary trajectory, then she's going to steal it from you, and then she'll have the Bible floating around her, and it's absolutely horrible to deal with. For that exact reason, I never take this weapon against her. Sure, I'll try it, and I'll show you. Did you see that dodge I did? Oh, sore loser. Okay. Slightly reckless. Back her. So, oil grenade. Yeah. Poyo power though. That's super strong. Especially against Queen. But we already bought the oil grenade. Fire, please. Got money to burn. Perfect. Let it ride. Finally have time to fight this guy. Oh, nice. Now my heartbeat's starting to increase. Did I take fire damage though? I think I might have taken one tick of fire damage. platforming segment. I hate this segment. Doesn't matter how good at the rest of the game you get, you always look stupid doing this segment and you get hit. Now I'm at a half health. Had to use the first healing potion. Get the malaise off. They're going well so far. Eat Bible. Makes me feel stupid. Ah, you see? That's exactly what I mean. Bible. The absolute worst weapon. Now that you've seen it once, I will never use it against her again. Ah, that sucked. Die.